on We Share Abundance, our different programs, and everything that's going on. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay. We should be streaming live on Twitch, YouTube, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance publicly. Unfortunately, comments from Twitch and YouTube don't always arrive. So I head over to Facebook and I check on the comments in there, which usually works pretty well. I say usually, okay. So that's where I'll be going in just a moment. But whatever platform you're watching on, whichever country you're from, whichever continent, whatever your background, whether you're a member or a visitor or somebody that just popped in to see what's going on, everybody is absolutely welcome here. We are the United States of the world and we treat everybody equally. We are a cloud nation. We have our own economy, our own currency, and our own rules, I suppose, that govern our community. But generally speaking, everybody is welcome. We just ask that you bring with you a positive attitude and a desire to share love and abundance. And you know that by sharing love and abundance and being of service to others, you will find you attract everything that you want in life. It'll just flow to you. It'll just come to you. It's all about being of service, helping other people, and doing it without a thought of reward. But the rewards will come. The rewards will just flow to you. Right, let's head over then to Facebook and see that things are working as they should be. So I'm going to go to our group, We Share Abundance Publicly. If I can find that. We Share Abundance Publicly. When we get there, I'm going to look for, what is it, the 8th of July. Wow, we're into the second week of July already. And here we are, Friday, the 8th of July. And if I click on this, we should get the comments. All looking good so far. And we've got Russ Cowley at the top of the comments list from Newcastle here in the UK. And he's letting me know I'm coming through loud and clear. Thank you, Russ. And then we've got Peter from Kettering, Norman from Doncaster, both in the UK. We've got Ramachandra from India, Ram5 and I. I don't know what that means, but he is in India at the moment, although he's a UK citizen. And then we've got Richard from up the road in Devon. Maybe he's enjoying a chilled glass of scrumpy at the moment because the weather here is nice and warm. In fact, it's quite hot here in the office. I don't know what the temperature is here because I've got the windows closed and it's a bit like a greenhouse effect. Outside, I took Cody for a walk before we started here. It's very fresh. It's not hot at all, but it's not cold. It's very pleasant. Okay, it's been a beautiful day so far. Let's hope we keep this weather going for a while. Right. It is, what, 4 minutes? We'll give it a few more minutes to see if we get a few more people coming in. Save them having to watch the replay to catch the updates, such as they are. And when we do start, we'll start with a very short prayer. And then we will do a little affirmation to shed prejudice and anything linked to prejudice and ideas that are just unsavory, so that we can think of one another just as brothers, sisters, which really, in effect, we all are. We're all just part of the human race. Okay, not got anything much to talk about while we're waiting. I usually talk about rugby and cricket, but there isn't any. There is some football, ladies football, which I know nothing about. There's a little bit of tennis going on. I think we have an Englishman playing Djokovic, and I think he'll do very well to survive that. I think he was two sets down, and Djokovic was leading the fourth. So I'm not sure. Richard says it's Old Speckled Hen tonight. Okay, I recommend you take a trip to Morrison's and get some of that Marston's pedigree at £1 a bottle, 99 cents actually. I ought to make a special trip and buy them out of everything they've got. A really good buy, that. Okay. And we've got Azad from Bangladesh. How are we doing? 6 minutes. Yep. And I'm waiting for a report from Devyani. She's disappeared. Not sure where she's gone, what's happened. I was talking with her at about 3:30, and we resolved some things, and she's not showing up on Skype now, so I don't know. Right. Russ Kelly says, very nice tipple, Richard. Yeah, Old Speckled Hen's a good one. But Marston's pedigree for 99 cents. You can't whack that. Okay. We will get started, I think, because, as I say, I've no sports that I have any knowledge about to talk about or anything else to fill in with. So let's start with a short prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, each member may find the joy of service, and through service, bless each member that they attract into their life true happiness and everything they need. Amen. Okay, and as I say, we have hello, we've got that hi Deborah again, and she's not showing up in the comments, but if Deborah's in, she's from Southern Alabama, US of A, and Willie Coombs is also from USA. He's from Atlanta, Georgia. And I was talking to somebody about New Orleans earlier on today, because I first went to New Orleans in early 70s, probably very early 70s. It was before they built the World Trade buildings and things, and it was great. There was jazz everywhere, and people were walking around with their drinks around the French Quarter and popping into different jazz clubs and things, and it was a really great experience in those days. And the food was good everywhere. The food was good. It was all prepared to order. Wasn't a fast food. It was before fast food really spoiled things. There were some great restaurants. I'm not doubting the fact that there are still some great restaurants, but I was talking and saying, you know, the last few times I'd been, nearly all the jazz clubs had disappeared. I think Albert was the last one, and he disappeared, and they'd been replaced by strip clubs and things, and there were some bars, but they weren't the same really. And the food, there was a lot of Taco Bell and stuff like that. You know, they're not knocking that, but it's just not what New Orleans was about in the 70s. And but I've not been there for a good number of years, probably 20 years, and he was saying that after the Hurricane Katrina, it wiped everything out, and they rebuilt it, and it's back, and it's a lot better now. It's getting back, or it's got back to where it was originally. So I don't know. So I'll have to make another visit. A canny brew for sure. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know how I got onto that, but we have a little affirmation we've been doing, as I say, to banish prejudice from our lives, and that goes something like this. We are happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world, with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmonies, that we may all become perfect citizens in body, mind and soul of your world. Okay. Morris says, I love jazz. Yeah, it used to be great. It used to be a really great place. New Orleans was my favorite city in the United States. It was an amazing, particularly that French Quarter. And there was a guy there he was a grandmaster at chess or something, and he used to have about, I don't know, maybe 10 boards set up, and people would wager against him. They'd bet $5 that they could beat him, and he'd just walk up and down the boards, and they'd be studying their moves, and when he got to the board, he'd just go bump, and then he'd move on to the next board and bump. He didn't really have to think. He would just, walked up, and I don't think anybody ever beat him. And he'd be playing these like 10, maybe more than 10 games all at once, and he'd just walk up and down, making his moves, and the people would go, oh. And it was incredible. Lots of great things there. Anyway, enough said. Russ Cowley's got his jazz boots on now. Miles Davis, Blue Album, magnificent. Miles Davis. Yeah. New Orleans isn't noted for that particular class of jazz, but yeah, it's all good. But music in general, I mean, I love it all, from classical to popular. I can't get into rap, I'm afraid. It doesn't seem to be music. One or two that had a little bit of a melody with them, and I can't get into a lot of the stuff now because I love lyrics, and I can't understand what they're saying half the time. So it spoils it from that point of view. Some great lyrics from the past, from the the days of Cole Porter and people like that. Amazing lyrics. Anyway, that's another point. Where are we up to with We Share Abundance? I don't know. Oh, just a minute. Let's see if this Skype is. Yeah, just a minute. Sorry, I went out for some time, Missed to send you an update now. It's clear work something done today, and once it's complete, other phones will follow the same pattern. I'm just getting Deviani. She's been out, so she's just giving me an update. And basically, she's working on the first phase, which is, it's a little bit of a twist on a single line plan. The first phase of the Unity Ads program, but she's still typing, and I'm waiting for it to appear to see what else she's got to say. So I'll have a sip while I wait for it to appear. Of course, the first part of it lays the foundation for everything else. So it's important that we get that absolutely spot on. And it's connected to also the buying of the ad credits and things like that. Here we go. It's a big feature. Unless something urgent comes up, we should be able to complete this and launch in 3 weeks maximum. Okay, so she's looking at 3 weeks. Next week, I'll try and complete all these plans, creation, second week, withdrawal rules, and then through testing and launch. Okay, so she's hopeful that we can do it in 3 weeks. So you've been waiting to know how long. It might be less, it might be more, but it gives some sort of indication of where she thinks it's going to be with completing all the testing and everything that we have to do before we release it. I'm a big Neil Diamond fan myself. Yeah, that's not jazz though, is it, Russ? But yeah, I love Neil Diamond as well. I've got a lot of his, or he used to have, I don't know, his stuff. But yeah, Neil Diamond, very, very good. Okay. So that's where we're up to development-wise. If we can keep off anything that distracts from it, we should be live with the plan by the end of this month. That's the nearest forecast we can give. Okay. What have I been up to? I've been trying to sort out the Investors Club. It's difficult, in all honesty, because we've got people putting in different amounts, which is okay, but at different days, and who invested what when, and I'm just trying to reconcile it all to a point where it's easy to tell people where they are, because at the moment it's very difficult. I don't know whether you can imagine it, but it is. And it's been taking up a lot of my time, but hopefully we'll get it right. I did get the lists, the members lists, done and uploaded, and they're in the Facebook group now if you want to check what programs you're in and this sort of thing. We've got them, all 4 of them there, although Medify Yielders, I'm pretty sure, is gone. And there will be a class action for that sooner or later, which of course we will subscribe to, but these things take a long time before you get any money back. What else? Funds and Bonanza, very solid and doing well, but they're steady. You know, we're not going to see anything great from those until a few months down the road, when the compounding starts to build up a little bit. I Can Trade is due to launch on Monday. Hopefully it will, and we've got people in there now. We've got sufficient to get started with that. On the funds, by the way, we have got a gold membership in there, and we have a $270 deposit in stake, which is part of the deposits, but that isn't compounding. That's just there to pay the monthly fees. And then there are stakes on top of that, which are compounding. So that's that one. But of course, there is no monthly fee with Bonanza. But the problem with that is you can't compound it in the same way. You have to wait until your income builds up to make a new deposit for a minimum of $500. So that takes a while, but we do have more people that have come in with funds to invest as well. So we've got to bring those in and see if we can get that into another deposit. So it's and then to know where we are with everybody. It's a little bit of a challenge on how to do the bookkeeping for it all, basically. Okay, so it's taking up a good bit of my time at the moment to do that. I have contacted a company that can provide me with addresses for sending out my thank you cards to UK corporations, with the hope of making some good commissions from the Avazu corporate plan. If we get anything there, that's great. That will go into the liquidity pool. As soon as we start building the liquidity pool and we start getting some regular income into that, we can start. I've been thinking about it, and I've not talked to Devyani about it because I don't want to distract her from what she's doing at the moment. But once we get some funds on a regular basis going into the liquidity pool, we will be able to automate some withdrawals from the wealth builder. There won't be huge amounts initially anyway, but we'll get the thing rolling, and they will be automated withdrawals that will go out based on the level of our liquidity pool, that will transfer whatever we decree as being available based on the value of the liquidity pool and the number of active members that we would make the withdrawals for, and there will be an automatic transfer from the Wheat Abundance wallet into the available cash wallet. So that is behind the scenes, but it's not going to happen until we get some cash into the liquidity pool, and that, to a large extent, is up to your endeavours as members. What we can do with the Avazu corporate plan, if that kicks anything in, and of course the Unity Ads plan once it goes live in a month's time. So if we can get all these things together, we may start to see something in the liquidity pools. And this is May, it's not a promise. People always say, oh, you promised this, you promised. And I've never promised anything along those lines. I have made promises, and some of them haven't been fulfilled yet to some people, but they will be. But this is not a promise. This is just, if we see the liquidity pools building, and it won't be this month, but by the end of August, if there's something in there, we could perhaps start something at the end of August or early September. But it's dependent on getting funds into the liquidity pool. There is absolutely no purpose, rhyme or reason for permitting withdrawals from the tokens that we give you every month unless there is the availability to sell them. That's what it boils down to. Okay. Sam, how can I swap ELA dollar for other cryptocurrencies? I haven't got a clue, Sam. Somebody was looking into that, and there was supposed to be some pancake swap or something where it was on. I don't know, but I've not found anywhere, and there's no way of getting in touch with or getting an answer from the support for this ELA thing. So I don't know. At the moment, it's just a case of hoarding them and hoping that in time they will accumulate in value and be available for trading. Okay. Morris says, why always so impatient, Sam? I think that's because he's posted the same thing twice. Okay. So that's it. Just, I mean, they're free. They're giving them to you. Like we give Wheat Abundance tokens to you. Just treat them as a gift and put them on one side. And in time, I think the principle behind the ELA fund is very good. I think the business principle that they've got behind it is sound. Whether or not they can pull it all off is another matter. But if they can, I think the ELA fund tokens will be worth quite a lot of money in the future. So grab what you can now. Also, I'm pretty sure that the NFTs and the tokens in Super One, is it Super One? I think it's called Super One, isn't it? Have I got it up here? Yeah, Super One. That's the game thing that they're starting, and it be launching before the World Cup. And I think you're going to see those tokens and NFTs going up in value quite a lot as well. So grab what you can of those, earn what you can of them. I think you get some. I can't remember now. I've not really had a chance to look into it in depth, and there isn't like a PDF that I can just download, and then when I finish at night I can say, okay, I'll have a look at this and read through it. But I think if you introduce people, you get allocated some points or something which may be converted into tokens. I'm not sure. But if you've got time, have a good look at it and get what you can. I think that those will increase greatly in value once they launch that program. Somebody sent me an email, why don't I talk about 5 billion sales anymore? Because I've got nothing really to say about it. You've just got to keep plugging away with it and see what comes in. You can make about $11 a week from 5 billion sales, but it takes a while before you get paid. When I verify my earnings on a daily basis, it only takes a few seconds to verify your earnings. They give you 50 cents for it, for verifying your earnings, and you get 110 in your earnings, so you make 160 a day. I think that's the numbers. But when I get to the end of the week, and then I verify the week's earnings, which takes a few seconds again, there's a little box comes up saying that I can make my first withdrawal at the end of August, or they give a date in August, but it is towards the end. I don't know what that is, how much it is, or anything else. Once again, it's totally free, so anything that comes from it is great. If it pays out anything like they were forecasting from the 16 level matrix, then eventually there will be a very large amount of cash that will come in. But will it happen? I don't know. It's very difficult to get anything concrete on what's going on there. They have this guaranteed sales plan, which I don't know. They're pushing it, but how can they guarantee sales and how can they track them? I mean, I bought a position in that, but I've not really seen anything coming from it. So, what's going to happen with $5 billion sales or whatever it's called? I don't know. But you don't have to spend anything. You can just treat it as a free program. I say I put 279 in for some guaranteed sales, but I'm not seeing any sales coming in from it. Whether there will ever be any or not, or whether it's 279 down the toilet, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Okay, and we've got Kingsley from Manchester, UK. It's got to be sunny in Manchester today, Kingsley. Okay, you had rain the other day when it was nice here, but I think it's got to be sunny today. It's so nice here. Okay, so that pretty much covers what I've got for you. I can't see any questions there, but I'm going to go to Melon app and see if we're getting anything from any of these other platforms. If I can get it to scroll, where's the scroll thing? There, I found it. Okay. Facebook. Yogoon. Hello, friend. Hi, Yogoon. You should always watch yourself so you have one viewer. We got more than one viewers, Yogoon. It's okay. It will help you get seen much easier by random people. Excuse me. Okay, thank you, Yogo. I don't even know how to watch it on YouTube, I've got to be honest with you. Or Twitch. I just signed up for them as available on the Melon app. Well, no questions there, just that tip from Yogoon saying you should watch yourself so that you've got more viewers or something. Okay, that looks like it. Let's just check back here. Kingsley said, yeah, it's been sunny all day. Yeah, good. Here's Richard saying something. I heard that Ella could be traded on Sushi Swap, but I'm holding on to see what happens. Okay. Yeah, if I think I had a look at Sushi Swap and I couldn't understand it. It may have been you that mentioned it before, Richard, but I went to the Sushi Swap site and I couldn't understand how it worked, so I gave up. So whether it is possible to trade them on Sushi Swap or not, I don't know. Sam says, please sir, we didn't hear anything again from Instant again. Instant what? Sorry, I don't know what you're asking there, Sam. Norman says goodbye. Okay, goodbye to everybody else. Thanks. See you all tomorrow. And same time, same place on Twitch, YouTube, or in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly, 7 o'clock British Summer Time, with the latest updates on everything that we've got going. Okay, that's it from me. So until tomorrow, this lovely day has flown away. The time has come to part. Auf Wiedersehen, auf Wiedersehen. We'll meet again tomorrow. As I said, same time, same place.